Hey guys, what's going on? MaxFTE here, and today I'm back with another Pokemon Go video, and today we're going to be looking at a Great League team recently showcased by Henry. This is going to be featuring GOLISOPOD, Steelix, and Diggersby, three Pokemon that got changes. All three of them got changes to their moves. Yeah, really interesting team. Enjoying the new season so far. Not many changes in the meta yet, but we'll see how it pans out. But yeah, let's jump into the video. So like I say, this team features GOLISOPOD on the lead, with Steelix on the safe swap and Diggersby on the closing. And again, as I said earlier, all three of these Pokemon got changes to their moves in the recent update. So GOLISOPOD with Aerial Ace getting a energy decrease, I think it was. I'm 90% sure. Shadow Steelix getting Breaking Swipe. Well, it should be a Shadow Steelix. I unfortunately don't have one, but if you have one, I would probably say use that over the regular one, just get a bit more damage out. And Diggersby did get access to Scorching Sands, which is quite an interesting move. I am also running the Diggersby with Quick Attack, but yeah, as I said, I feel like I'm a broken record at this point. As I said earlier, this was a team showcased by Henry. However, I feel myself, I know that I'm a sort of average battler. I've never reached legend, so for me, I feel like my videos are sort of different, sort of giving insights into what I would do as a sort of not top tier battler, you know? Obviously, I'm going to be thinking different things to your average legend rank, so that's just my sort of perspective behind it. I feel like it gives a sort of different insight into an average battler. Well, maybe not average, but just sort of lower tier. Anyway, GOLISOPOD on the lead versus Hypno. I've never actually played GOLISOPOD before. I actually built it for trying it out here, but so far I'm really liking it. I really like the Shadow Claw. I really like the Liquidation as well. Just does a ton of damage, plus the chance of getting the debuff to your opponent. It's fun. I like that. So just Shadow Clawing away at the Hypno here. I think I tried to actually catch the Thunder Punch on the Steelix. However, they just didn't go for it. They must not have reached it in time, and I actually took them out with one Dragon Tail, which I wasn't quite expecting. So they come in with Azumarill here. That's one thing I've noticed about the new season. There hasn't been a huge impact on the meta with the new moves. However, I've definitely noticed a lot more Azumarill, a lot more water types sort of cropping up. And that is, funnily enough, a big core breaker for this team is Azumarill. And quite a lot of the teams actually I've been playing this season so far, Azumarill has been just totally core broken. Pretty much all of them I've tried. I feel like since Azumarill's sort of fallen off in recent seasons, people maybe aren't thinking so much about how to handle it, and you know, forgetting how tanky it is, how much it can really put out. It's a big threat. It's a big threat to a lot of teams. So yeah, that's just my sort of 2 cents on the new season. I was pretty excited looking at all the move updates, however, a lot of them haven't made a huge difference. But they come in with Umbreon, I come in with a Diggersby, Quick Attack Diggersby, and I'm going to build up to the Scorching Sands, I want to say. No shields here, so obviously I'm not going to shield. They go for the Foul Play. It pretty much tickles me to the bulkiest Pokemon in Great League, which is funny. Going for the Scorching Sands here. It does a decent amount, plus I get the attack debuff, which I'm happy with. I go for the Fire Punch here, hoping to get that final shield. And I do manage to get it, which is great. And they instant swap into the Azumarill. So I think I go straight for the Fire Punch. Pretty sure, I want to say this takes it out. Yes, it does. So they go for the move on Umbreon. This is not going to KO, but because at this point I'm thinking that they're energy dry, I just swap straight into GOLISOPOD. I know that they're not going to be able to farm me down with the Snarls, and I know that I'm going to outpace them to the move. Go for the Aerial Ace, take them out. But yeah, another fun Pokemon that's sort of risen to the top a wee bit. Scrafty, sorry, that's another one that totally core breaks this team, is Scrafty. Obviously, your fast move for GOLISOPOD Shadow Claw is doing like nothing. However, thankfully they can't do a whole lot to you either. So being able to call the bait, if you just stay in, if it's on the lead, stay in with the GOLISOPOD, and sort of if you can call the baits on the power up punches versus the foul plays, you should be able to take, because obviously aerial ace is going to do a decent amount of damage. What was I going to say? Oh man, that's going to annoy me now. I really can't remember what I was going to say. I don't know. I'll watch the edit back and I'll be like, oh, I know what I was gonna say. But yeah, GOLISOPOD. Oh no, I know what I was gonna say. So yeah, another fun Pokemon that's sort of risen up the ranks and is doing quite well actually is Gligar. And I unfortunately don't have a Shadow one, so I'm gonna hope. I'm not actually sure if it's in rotation at the moment. I'll maybe see if I can get my hands on one. But Aerial Ace and Dig, it's done it quite well. Expect probably a lot of that in the meta. I think, to be honest, I don't think the meta's changed a whole lot, but I think with some of the sort of hard answers, it's a lot less rock, paper, scissors, with Sky Attack going down, Noctowl going down. Noctowl, I feel, had a lot of very polarizing matchups. You either hard won them or you hard lost them. So with Noctowl going down, you're getting different flyers up like Gligar, which has got a lot more softer matchups, I would say. So I would say personally, that's just my experience so far. We'll just have to see how the play Pokemon tournaments go. But yeah, that should be good. So going for the Fire Punch here against the Scrafty. They should take them out, I want to say. Yeah, takes them out, but they come in with a Whimsicott, and thankfully it's Charm, so they're not going to charge up to a move. They're not going to outpace me. I'm just going straight for the Fire Punches here. Thankfully as well, I've got Quick Attack, so it's doing a bit more damage than Mudshot would be. I've also got the Stab on the Quick Attack, but I just died to the Charm. I think if I had one more Charm left in me, I maybe could have won that. But yeah, Clefable here. I'm just staying in with the GOLISOPOD. I'm going for the Liquidation here. This is going to do a good chunk of damage. Now this was actually a CMP tie, and I know, well, I had a hunch that it was a bit too quick for a Moonblast, and obviously Meteor Mash isn't going to be very effective, so I don't bother shielding. And because I win the CMP tie, I did the same amount of fast moves, but I just went for the CMP tie again and went for the Aerial Ace, obviously costing less energy. It would have taken them out to that range anyway, but they shield it up, so I shield up as well. I go for the full farm down with GOLISOPOD, and they are going to come in here with Galarian Wheezing, which is an interesting one. I was a little bit worried, because I wasn't really sure how to sort of handle it. They also did get the farm down because I didn't want to lose sort of switch advantage. I come in with the Diggersby, and this is it's funny, the thing with Diggersby is it's one of those ones where, you know, if you run Quick Attack, you're gonna run into all of the steel types, all of the poison types. If you run Mudshot, you're gonna run into all of the grass types. Either way, you're always going to be in a situation where you think grass is always greener with the other move. That's basically how I find it is with Diggersby. They come in with the Chestnut here. They kept going straight superpower, which did surprise me, totally lowering themselves. I go for the Earthquake here with Steelix. This is going to take them out. And yeah, Steelix has totally been putting in work here. Even just as a regular one, I imagine you could probably do really well with the Shadow Steelix. Just need to try and get my hands on one. Yeah, oh, excuse me. So that they're in here with the Registeel. I'm going to go for the Liquidation. I can't actually, I don't think I got the debuff. They go for the Flash Cannon here, which sort of threw me off a little bit. But I don't know. I was sort of worried about the Zap Cannon, so I catch the Flash Cannon onto the Steelix. I think what I should have probably done is just stayed in with the GOLISOPOD and let it go through. But like I say, I was sort of worried about the Zap Cannon, so that's obviously that would one-shot my GOLISOPOD. They come with the Azumarill. This is what I'm saying about tons of Azumarill all over the place. That's another one here. I think that's like 2 in this set so far. If this was last season, you wouldn't have seen any at all. But yeah, I go for the Earthquake. That takes them about to half health. Now I'm going for the Break and Swipe. Just didn't quite make it to the Earthquake. However, it gets the shield, which I'm really happy with. I'm probably going to come in with the GOLISOPOD here, I want to say. Yep. And I was counting at this point, and I know... yeah, I'm sure I knew that it was only going to be a Ice Beam, which obviously not very effective. I go for the Aerial Ace here, and Diggersby. This is where I was happy to have Quick Attack. Now, this is obviously not... just on looking at it from the outset, a ground type versus a flying type, obviously you think Diggersby's going to lose this. However, it actually comes really close with the Scorching Sands. You go for that. I managed to get the debuff on the attack, which is just perfect. I think maybe I should have just gone Scorching Sands again. Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. I think Fire Punch was the right call. So I let that go through. And I think they must have undercharged there. I tried to actually swap out into the GOLISOPOD there, but they managed to farm me down, which in turn sort of works out as well. I saved my shield for the GOLISOPOD because I know that Azumarill is going to get to a move. They also have a shield, so they're going to shield that up. And I shield this up because I don't want to... obviously, I don't want to lose the game. Obviously, I'm going to shield that up. Go in for the Aerial Ace here, and I think this should take them out, I want to say. It doesn't quite take them out, but I go for a couple Shadow Claws, and that is going to be that. But yeah, let me know how your Season 16 of Go Battle League is going so far. I've been quite enjoying myself. It's been good fun. But yeah, let me know any other teams. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't enjoy it, leave a dislike. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya! Peace.